Hari Om. My pranams to all Atma Jyotis, divine light of the self. I welcome all of you for today's session of Purna Yoga, Atma Kriya. We are discussing today Swadhishtana Chakra, the next level center. First, let us do Pranava Kriya, connect with the higher self. Then repeat the practice of what you have done last class and they take up Swadhishtana Chakra. So let us take our attention to Bhrumadhya Netra, which is actually Shambhavi Mudra. Close your eyes. Take your attention to the Bhrumadhya Netra. Sit in Shambhavi Mudra. Gently become aware of the center between the two eyebrows. Let us chant Omkara, Akara, Ukara, Makara. Akara from Nabi, Ukara from heart center, Makara from forehead. So then, Omkara, take your attention to the top of the head, silence. Let us start with Akara, the Nabi center, the physical energy center. Let the energy spread throughout the body from the Nabi and move towards the forehead, Adna. Akara 3 times. Again. Again. Ukara from heart center, chest area. Emotional center, purifying all our emotions. Ooh. 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 Makara, forehead center, Bhrumadhya Netra, Adna, energy spreading throughout the brain and spinal cord. Again. Now let Omkara from forehead center. As the sound moves up, it is to go above head, about 12 inches above head, where Shiva Jata is there. Attention focused on that when the mind is silent. 3 times Omkara. Om. Om. Take the attention to the top of the head. ತಲೆಯ ಮೇಲ್ಭಾಗಕ್ಕೆ ಗಮನ ಅಲ್ಲಿರಲಿ. Eyes still focused on the Bhumadhyanetra. Kannu Bhumadhyanetra. You should visualize as if you are looking through the Bhumadhyanetra, third eye, to the top of the head. Attention should be still in the Bhumadhyanetra. From the attention through Bhumadhyanetra, attention should go to the top of the head. As if you are looking through third eye. Let us offer our prayers. Hey Parameshwara, Hey Sarveshwara, Hey Dnaneshwara, Hey Sadguru, bless all of us. Today, we are going to do the spiritual sadhana of Atma Kriya. Bless us. Bless us with peace, happiness, wisdom. Show us the path of Atmano Mokshakam Jagaditaya. Bless all of our family members. Bless the whole world. Sit silently in Paravastha. Let the attention be within the body. Still, eye still focused, eye still in the Bhumadhyanetra. Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Rub both of your hands. Give warmth to the eyes. Slowly open your eyes. Now we will do Bija Mantra chanting. Bija Mantra starting from the base of the spine. Mooladhara, Swadhishtana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddha, Adna, Sahasrara. It's called Arohana, then downwards it's called Avarohana. One round we'll do. Again, bring your attention back to the forehead Adna. So when you do Bija Mantra chanting, chant the mantra and you should be looking through Adna Chakra to that center. As if you are looking, still the eye should be held in Bhumadhyanetra, as if you are looking through third eye, Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura, as if. So let us start from Mooladhara, Arohana. Lam. Through the third eye, observe what's happening in Mooladhara. Through third eye, observe what is happening in Sahasrara, like that. Mooladhara again. Lam. Lam. Next center, Swadhisthana. Vam. Vam. Manipura, Ram. Anahata, wind element. Yam. Vishuddha, space element. Hum. Adna, intellect, center of intuition. Oh. Take your attention to the top of the head. Stay in silence. Sahasrara. Arohana is over. Now Avarohana. Arohana is called Uttarayana. Avarohana is called Dakshinayana. Bring your attention to Adna again. Om. Om. Adna is center of intuition. Kutastha. Bring your attention to the neck area. Vishuddhi, space element. Hum. Hum. Anahata, wind element, just behind the chest. Yam. Manipura, the fire element, just behind your stomach, in the spinal cord. Ram. Ram. Mooladhara, earth element, base of the spine. Lam. Sit silently, eyes in Shambhavi Mudra, Paravastha, do nothing. Just enjoy the peace and silence. Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Rub both of your hands. Give warmth to the eyes. Slowly open your eyes. Now we'll go to the next practice, Sushumna Pranayama. First, let us balance our breath in the left nostril and right nostril. Breathe out, alternate nostrils. Just check the breath in both the nostrils, Ida and Pingala. The balancing should be happening. So now, left nostril breathe in, right nostril breathe out. Right nostril breathe in, left nostril breathe out. Attention in the Bhrumadhya Netra. Stop breathing left nostril, right nostril. Both breathe both through both nostrils. Slow breath, deep breath. Slow breathe in, deep breathe in, gently. Shift your attention as you breathe in, slow and deep. Let the energy rise in the spinal cord. Visualize spinal cord is a thin tube, thin glass tube. From base of the spine, Muladhara, all the way up to Adna. Let the energy rise. You can visualize energy as light or milk, all the way from Muladhara to Swadhishtana. When you breathe in, make gentle sound of so in the throat. When you breathe out, hum. Breathe in, energy rises from Muladhara to Adna. Breathe out, Adna to Muladhara. Deep, slow breathe in, Muladhara to Adna. So, breathe out, hum. So, hum. Breathe in, breathe out, deep and slow. Let the brain be filled with pranic energy. Mind becomes very calm and silent. Sit silently. Stop breathing. Regular normal breath. Sit in paravastha, stillness. Enjoy the peace and silence. Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Avashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokaha Samastaha Sukhino Bhavantu. Rub both of your hands. Give warmth to the eyes. Slowly open your eyes. Jana Kantevi. Today, we are going to focus on Swadhishtana Chakra. What is Swadhishtana? Swadhishtana means Swa Adhishtana. Swa means self. Adhishtana means being in the self. So let us remember what we spoke on Mooladhara. Mooladhara is a root chakra. Moola Adhara means Moola means base, Adhara means support. What is support for Mooladhara? For our whole of life, we take Mooladhara is the base of the spine. Moola means base. Adhara means support. What is the support for our life? So Mooladhara chakra corresponds to Annamaya Kosha or physical body. Mooladhara chakra corresponds to earth element. Mooladhara chakra corresponds to I exist. The feeling of I exist as a body. So the Mooladhara chakra is about safety and security of myself. So Mooladhara chakra, I feel always, many times I feel insecure and there is a fear in my life because security for the body, because I think I am the body. that I am the body concept gives us insecurity. When I am the body, I am dependent on the big world for my survival, for my existence. There is always a threat. But when we understand really Mooladhara, the support for the base of support for our life is nothing but consciousness, Chaitanyam, not the world. So that's where energy has to move from Mooladhara to Adna, the center of consciousness, or Kutastha, Brumadhya Netra. So gradually, as the energy shift happens, we start feeling secure and peaceful when we are interacting with the world. So then comes next chakra is called Swadhishtana. Moola Adhara means support for the base. Support, the base support, foundation. What is the foundation? Consciousness, Chaitanyam, Brahman. So then comes to Swadhishtana. Swadhishtana means Swa Adhishtana, being in the self. Swa means self. So here, this center is center for feeling. I feel. Sensuality, pleasure. So now, the sensuality, pleasure is many times mixed with the guilt feeling. And when the center for Swadhisthana opens up fully, the creativity and joyfulness flows through our life. So where is our center? Swadhisthana also corresponds to pranic center, pranic energy. While another Mooladhara corresponds to Annamaya Kosha, Swadhisthana corresponds to Pranamaya Kosha. Our life energy, where is our life energy going? So our life energy is going out in the world, physical world, leaking through sense organs and the body. How? In a given 24 hours a day, for us, the life is about survival, earning, money, power, position, security. So that is actually energy is going out in the world. I try to get happiness through security, energy, security, survival from the world. It is called, the mind is outwards, Mooladhara. So I feel limited by the body. There is a limitation. I want to overcome the limitation. I want to expand. I want to become great. I want to become big. There's desire comes. The desire, all those things arise in Swadhisthana. So the Swadhisthana is a center for desire, sensuality, pleasure. I want happiness from the outer world. So the desires will rise, driving our mind outwards into the world, driving our energy outward in the world. So where is our center in life? Is it in Swa, means self, or is it in the world? There is Swadhisthana. If it is center in the outer world, so then we are always completely unbalanced. For example, there's a remote in my hand. Remote is used for switching on and switching off the TV. So TV has no choice. TV is dependent on the outer world, remote. Similarly, when our center is outside, we become slave of the world, like a remote. We are like a puppet. The center has to be in the self, Swa. Then we get the stability. I've heard a story of a king, very powerful king. Nobody can defeat him. He's so powerful. The king harasses people. He gives tortures people. Very cruel king. One day he tortures a boy. He gets very angry. Boy wants to kill the king. It's not possible to kill the king because king's prana, life force, is not in his body. His prana is controlled. His prana is in the life, a bird, a parrot is 7 seas away. So nobody can kill the king because his life force is not inside, life force is outside. So the boy gets a magic carpet, goes across the seven seas, captures the parrot and comes to the king. Then he breaks the leg of the king, the leg of the parrot, king's leg is broken. Another leg is broken, neck is broken, king dies. Where our center of energy is there, is it outside or inside? If it's inside, it's called Swadhishtana. If it's outside, we are unbalanced. So, where is our center? The money, the power, the position, the children, the family, relatives. Anything happens there, we'll get unsettled in life. Our Swadhishtana is imbalanced. Insecurity. So our prana is outside. Something happens to what I like. We feel disturbed inside. Our prana should be centered on self, Swa, Adna Chakra or Kutastha Chaitanya. Where is our center? Please look at your life. So we have heard Kundalini energy sleeping. We think that somebody is sleeping and snoring. No. The Kundalini energy sleeping means all our attention and energy is going towards the world outside. We want happiness from the outer world. We want pleasure from the outer world. We want joy from the outer world. We are actually sense organs and mind, energy of the body is leaking into the world. That is the meaning of Kundalini sleeping. The energy when it returns to consciousness, Shakti when it returns to Shiva, then this peace. Otherwise, constantly we are moving outwards into the world. Our prana is outer, in the outer world, not inside, not in our center, Swadhishtana. So, in yoga, in Kriya, we speak of three blocks called three granthis. Brahma Granthi, Vishnu Granthi, and Rudra Granthi. Three blocks. So Brahma Granthi is Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, and Manipura. What is this Brahma Granthi all about? Brahma Granthi, there's a Vishnu Granthi in the Anahata and Rudra Granthi in the Adna center. So Brahma Granthi means we want to get happiness from the gross world, physical world. Our mind is going outwards to the gross world. So our mind is focused on the gross physical world. Vishnu Granthi means we are stuck to emotions. Our mind, we are seeking happiness from the subtle objects of the world. Emotions, relationships. Rudra Granthi means our mind is focused on getting happiness from the ideas, thought processes. So these three centers can get blocked because of ignorance. When it's blocked because of ignorance, it's called Kundalini sleeping. Kundalini sleeping means energy is going out into the world for a gross object or a subtle object for an idea. That's the meaning of Kundalini sleeping. It's not somebody sleeping there. Energy is going out. That is actually downward flow of energy. Downward means consciousness to downward, material world, to body. So on the other hand, upward flow of energy, Kundalini awakening means the energy is focused on Adna Chakra, the consciousness center, the Kutastha Chaitanya. It returns back to the Shiva. Shakti coming back to Shiva. So now the energies are of three types. Ichcha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti. This we call Ma Saraswati, Jnana Shakti, Ma Lakshmi, Ichcha Shakti, Ma Durga, Kriya Shakti. The energy, Swadhisthana is the center of energy, Shakti center. And Swadhisthana, our energy is sexual energy. In Mooladhara, energy is energy of action, physical energy. The sexual energy is very, very important energy. Most of our life is centered around sex, opposite sex. Why? Why? Because we feel we are limited by body. There's a desire in us I have to have eternal life. Eternal life is not possible. Body will die. So at least my children should be replica of me. My progeny should continue. Physically, I want to become immortal. That's the sexual energy going down. And all our life is centered around my survival, taking care of children, procreation, and recreation to the body. So this is when Brahmagyantra is blocked, because we are looking from outer world. That is reflected in our language also. We say, I am marrying, she is my better half, or he is my better half. That means I am half, I am feeling incomplete without marriage and sex. Our mind is outside. So can we go back and feel the fullness and completeness within? That's called Swadhishtana. Shakti meets Shiva in the Adna and Sahasrara. Then you feel completeness, fullness, oneness. So Brahma Granthi is physical energy, Vishnu Granthi is emotional energy, and Rudra Granthi is intellectual energy. Now, are these energy flowing freely in us, or they are not flowing? You know how a river flows, the full flow of energy. So most of our life, the energy is not flowing fully. Physical energy, emotional energy, intellectual energy seems to be blocked. The energy has to flow from body to consciousness and consciousness to the world. So the Ichha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, Kriya Shakti should flow together. Head, heart, and hands should work together as an integrated personality. Is it happening? So let us understand these three Shaktis, Ichha Shakti, Jnana Shakti, and Kriya Shakti. We have three types of energy: physical energy, mental energy, and intellectual energy. What energy is strong in us? So physical energy is dependent on food. I eat food. By the time 2-3 hours, the food is digested, physical energy is exhausted. The mental energy is much stronger. Kriya Shakti is supported by emotional energy. Emotional energy, a mother is going to the office, and when she is tired, physical energy is gone. Food energy. When she comes home, the house is on fire. She gets a lot of energy, rushes inside the house and protects the child. Where did they get energy? There's emotional energy, mental energy. It's more powerful than the physical energy. Similarly, a car is being repaired, and the child is standing in front of the car. The car stops moving. The mother gets the energy to stop the car. Physically, she is weak. Emotional energy helps her to stop the vehicle. Same thing happens in our freedom fight. In freedom fight, many Indians thought we are weak against Britishers. Physically, we are weak. Britishers are very powerful. They have a big army. Physically, they have guns. So then, what brought the energy in people? Emotional energy. One day, Mataram, India is the mother. Mother is in bondage. So that united people. Emotional energy. Powerful emotional energy, which cannot be stopped. So then comes the intellectual energy, the clarity, understanding of life. So now, intellectual energy, all our achievements in science, technology, everything in the world is because of intellectual clarity, understanding of life, then emotion, then physical. So intellectual energy is very powerful energy. So Indians thought, okay, now we want to fight against Britishers, but we don't have guns. Then Mahatma Gandhi came out with a solution. We don't need guns. We can fight ahimsa, non-violence. Then nobody can fight against us. So there's intellectual clarity. Oh, if I am fighting with ahimsa, nobody can fight with this. So in that sense, all the people united and started fighting. Intellectual clarity is very important. So now, in many of our life, we see there's a blockage. There's energy is not flowing. You see the children are so energetic. They're flowing, the children are flowing. But as we become adults, we seem to be, energy doesn't seem to be flowing. Shyness, not able to interact, not able to have a life for joyful life. Why? Energies are getting blocked at various levels. Brahma Granthi, Vishnu Granthi, Rudra Granthi. The energy has to be released. The energy has to move back. Shakti has to move back to Shiva, the consciousness center. That energy integrates the physical, mental, intellectual energy. It becomes a powerful source, a flowing source of life. So for that, it's very important that we integrate head, heart, and hands. The physical, mental, and intellectual energy should become one and operate from a center of consciousness rather than the physical center. So I have already taught you Pranava Kriya, where lower self, middle self, and higher self can be integrated through Pranava Kriya. Now we are coming to Swadhishtana Chakra. Swadhisthana, I told you, Swa Adhisthana. I have to be centered into myself rather than my inner self, the consciousness center, rather than the body as the center. Body is the ego center. The conscious center is Swadhisthana. It has to move. Swadhisthana is responsible for sexual energy, desire, creative energy. Flowing, creative energy starts flowing when the energy is transformed from Shakti meets the Shiva, the consciousness center. So let us chant the Bija mantra of Swadhisthana Chakra. Bija mantra for Swadhisthana Chakra is Vam. Close your eyes. Let the eyes be attention go to forehead center, Adna. Through Adna, as if you are looking Swadhisthana, as if you are looking through third eye into the Swadhisthana. Pay careful attention what's happening there. Through the third eye, you should look into center of Swadhisthana. Let us chant Bija mantra Vam. 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 Experience the vibrations at the Swadhisthana chakra. Vam. 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 Sit silently. Paravastha. Experience peace and silence. Asatoma Sadgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityorma Amritam Gamaya. Om Shanti 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 Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamuduchyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Nanembudu Nanalla Ideha Manabuddhi Nanalla Sachidanandatma Shivananani Shivoham 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 Atma Darshanam Brahma Darshanam Brahma Darshanam Satya Darshanam Antarjyotihi Bahirjyotihi Pratyak Jyotihi Paratpara Jyotireva Jyotihi Swayam Jyotihi Atma Jyotihi Shivosmiham Lokaha Samastah Sukhino Bhavantu Lokaha Samastah Sukhino Bhavantu Lokaha Samastah Sukhino Bhavantu. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Harihi Om. Rub both of your hands. Give one to the eyes. Slowly open your eyes. So today we studied Swadhishtana chakra. Swadhishtana is desire. Desire for sex, desire for money, desire for objects in the world. So now energy has to move to the Adna, and also you have to understand the nature of desires. What is desire? Desire is, I want happiness from the objects of the world. That's called Brahmagrati. I want some happiness. Is it possible? Because happiness makes us feel expanded. When we are happy, the limits dissolve, boundaries dissolve. So happiness makes us forget our boundaries of the body. Limitations are gone. So any happiness which we get from the world is temporary. That we have understood in life. Not only is temporary, the moment happiness ends, we crave for it. Happiness is followed by unhappiness. Temporary and happiness follows, happiness is unhappiness. So now we think that happiness is in the objects of the world. In reality, it's not there. Because happiness is there in the objects of the world, the same object should give happiness to all. If happiness is there in sugar, everybody should get happiness from sugar. Person with diabetes will suffer because of sugar. Another person may feel joyful. Happiness is not in the objects. Happiness is in us. That understanding is important for releasing the energy from Swadhisthana chakra. Happiness is not because of some person, not because of outer world, because of our inner reality. So then how do I become happy in life? I get something, I become happy. We have to understand the mechanism of happiness. So suppose I eat jalebi, I'm happy. When you eat jalebi, mind is craving for jalebi, thoughts are there. So when you put jalebi into your mouth, thoughts will stop momentarily. The mind becomes silent. Then bliss of the self is reflected in mind. So then mind is silent. The bliss of self is reflected in the mind. So then when the mind comes up again, mind does not know happiness came from the self. Mind starts thinking happiness came from jalebi. Happiness is not in jalebi. Happiness is not in the external objects. We don't know. We constantly crave and become slaves of the external world. Understanding real happiness is within, and centering ourselves in Adna chakra, which is the consciousness center, we start feeling more and more peaceful, blissful. Our craving for objects of the world will start coming down. So that's how the Swadhisthana chakra and Brahma Granthi starts getting dissolved. Energy movement, Bija mantra chanting, the spinal cord breathing, and understanding of life. With that, we'll be concluding today's session. Next class is about Manipura chakra. Anybody has any questions? You can ask. Did you feel peaceful? Did you find it useful? Please let me know. Yes, Ramaniji, you want to say something? Unmute.
Hari Om Guruji.
Hari Om Lakshmi.
ಇದು ತುಂಬಾ ಪೀಸ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. It was very nice actually. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕಣ್ಣೆ ಬಿಡೋಕ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಇದಾಗಿತ್ತು ನನಗೆ. ಅದು ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಡೌಟ್ ಗುರುಜಿ, ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಆರೋಹಣ ಅವರೋಹಣ ಹೇಳ್ದಾಗ ನಾವು ಆಯಾ ಮಂತ್ರಗಳು ಬೀಜ ಅಕ್ಷರ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ ಆಯಾ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತ್ರ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ, ಆರ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಟೇಕ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಟೈಮ್ ಆರ್
something? No. See, when you chant bija mantra, right? So first energy vibration start at that center.
Yes.
So then energy moves up and joins here.
Okay.
It starts at that center.
Okay.
Okay.
It
will come here.
Yes.
Right? You should not keep attention, should be going, it should be as if you are looking through a third eye.
Okay.
Right? You should not shift your attention to that place. It should be as if you are looking through third eye. Energy is starting at lum, then it's moving up and coming here like that.
Okay. This one, Guruji, now when we are telling, no, the
vibration starts there.
Okay.
Come to Atma.
Yes, Guruji. Thank you, Guruji.
Okay.
Tumba chanagittu.
Very clear. Okay. Yes, Ramaniji.
Yes, Guruji, it was very.
You are back in Bangalore or you are?
Yes, I am back in Bangalore, but I've been busy. Manel Sulpa, painting, major facelift to the house is going on. ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಖಾಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲಸಗಳು ನಡೀತಾ ಇದೆ. But other classes are going on. Atma Darshana classes we are having. Everything is going on well. This was very nice. I'm glad I was able to come attend today. But on the curiosity.
Yes.
The thing is, of course, I know there are so many paths. That is this Kriya Yoga the same as what Swami Yogananda talks about?
I don't know about Yogananda Kriya Yoga because I have not attended anything.
Because that's why they maintain so much of strict.
I'm saying I don't want to get into any other system. I am teaching what I know.
Okay.
This is what I learned from my masters.
Okay.
I'm teaching, right?
Okay.
Because I have not explored other systems. I cannot comment on them.
Okay.
But in general, this is the system which has given benefit to me.
Our books alla odaga tumba avadu something they will say something is not told. Some are very similar to what we are doing also. So adakkosa ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಒಂದು curiosity ನನಗೆ.
I cannot comment on that because I don't know about it.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And because I don't know, I cannot comment.
Okay.
This is what I know, and I have a lot of clarity on this. So what I have clarity, I am passing on.
No, this is very much familiar to me also. And it is getting more and more clear with your these practices.
Right.
So that's the thing. This is quite an open system.
This is an open system. There's no secrecy. There's no nothing.
I know that this is an open system, and
it's an open system. Okay, I don't have any secret initiation. Nothing is there. And this probably the Kriya Yoga system, as per my knowledge, okay, it started from Dadichi Maharshi.
Okay.
See, Dadichi Maharshi was the original Kriya Yoga master. So what happened? Dadichi Maharshi, if you remember Devasura Yuddha, so Devatas hid the weapons in this weapons. Dadichi Maharshi drank this thing, and his spinal cord became Vajrayudha. So that's actually an allegory for a Kriya Yoga practice which was started by Dadichi Maharshi.
Okay.
So it's actually original master.
Oh.
So my understanding is what I am teaching is coming from that tradition. I'm not very sure about other traditions.
Okay.
Okay.
Some of those books I read, those books are good, but
my view of life, any practice should be very simple, not complex. It should be open.
Yes.
Okay. Right. Spirituality should be open. It's like a science rather than some hidden things. That's my opinion.
Okay, guys.
Okay, Hari Om.
Hari Om. ನೀವು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಆರಾಮಿದ್ದೇನೆ. We'll meet sometime.
I could only talk to your daughter, but I couldn't meet her.
Yeah.
Weather was very bad ಅವಾಗೆಲ್ಲ ಚಳಿ ತುಂಬಾ ವರ್ಜೀನಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ.
Okay. Anybody else has any questions, please? Everybody's in samadhi or something like that. Please give me also something.
Hari Om Prabhuji.
Hari Om Kumari.
It's a great blessing to be able to do this Kriya with you after you have explained the science behind it and then how you take us through it step by step. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. I'm a little curious about whether we can have dinner because of the time zone. Is it okay if we have dinner before we do this?
I'm not clear. What is the question?
Is it okay if we have had dinner before we do this practice?
Before you do, I mean, when you do this practice, preferably give 2 hours of gap, 1.5 hours of gap. Otherwise, energy, all energy will be concentrated in the stomach area. The energy movement will not be free.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Right? When you eat food, a lot of energy goes into the food digestion. So we need a free energy to move the energy upwards, no?
Right, Prabhuji. Noted. Thank you.
Okay. So always, any practice of Kriya practices, you should give 1.5 hours of gap after taking the food. Anybody else, any questions, please? I hope it's benefiting all of you. If you feel somebody else is interested in this, you can pass on this information. They can join. All the previous recordings are available in WordPress, our website. You can pass on. Shall we close for the day? Hari Om.
Thank you, Guruji. Hari Om.